So for hand lettering, another awesome resource is Pinterest. And I think I've mentioned this to you guys in other design classes. If you don't have a Pinterest account, you really should make one, because this is so much design inspiration and cool ideas and whatever. So I have like 3 billion of them, convinced that I'm going to go back and reference them in class. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but at least I know they're there. So typography, I have a board on there with 2004 pins, but if you're brand new to this and you have nothing, you would come up here and you would do a search for typography, and you would see all of these links that other people have already found and curated. So if you're looking at it and go, oh my gosh, that is so cool, like I love this. If you click on it, if you don't know, it takes you to a page a little bit more about it and then similar pins of it. And you can either click again to actually go to the website of where this is, or if you just want to kind of save it for later, that's when you click that save option. But if you don't have boards made already, you can click on this down arrow and you can create a new board. So you can have a typography board, an illustration board, a photography board, hand lettering board, whatever. So I want you to look around and get some inspiration here in this handout that I gave you, whatever. There's some really cool things in here. In hand lettering, I just did a few. And just to show you that it's not just weird stuff, I said if your passion is hot rods, you can make a hot rod board. And I erroneously saved it to my hand lettering, but maybe I'll hand letter some words on it or something. I'll put in Comic Sans on the side of this, the construction company that it belongs to. That's a joke. But here's a great example of drawing letters. You start with a basic skeleton, maybe you give it some weight, maybe a little design flair, and some finishing details. So we're going to be kind of sketching and practicing with this on an ongoing fashion over the next 12 weeks. That's why I asked you to have sketchbooks and some sort of drawing apparatus available to you. Next week, have that with you in class. We might do some things literally in class. But your assignment is going to be to think of a small saying. So, for example, this book was all holiday-based, and I know you're probably done with Christmas, but even holiday hand lettering, see how it's 3 different looks that they put together? Or this one's pretty dramatic, but Christmas is not a time or a season, it's a state of mind. Jingle, 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 stay warm and cozy. So do a small saying. Happy Valentine's Day, Happy 4th of July, whatever. I want you to keep it under 5 words. And do some hand lettering practice. Just have fun with it. Make some of the words different. Stretch them out. Look here for inspiration in the handout I gave you. Look online for inspiration. And come up with a sketch, a rough sketch. If you can't draw, like I can't draw, I can mimic. I can kind of look at this and kind of fake it on paper. Some of you, I know, are going to blow me away with stuff that I'm going to feel like the world's biggest fraud up here because you're going to show me these cool things. Happens all the time. So have fun with it. Come up with a hand lettering project on your sketch paper or on a blank sheet of paper of 5 words that are a saying, and really mix it up and have fun with it. And that's going to be due at the start of class because it's kind of a rough concept. And we're going to do peer reviews and talk about how, well, this would be cool if you kind of changed it up here or added some flourishes or swishes on these letters or whatever the case may be. So maybe it's blocky letters, maybe it's a scripty look that you like. Have fun with it. This is when you get to be creative and not be held to, memorize these 100 psychology terms by next week. Okay, any questions on what the assignment is? Also, the assignment is to read, skim chapter 1 so that you're somewhat aware of the history of the world before we talk about it. So flip through chapter 1 and then do this hand lettering project. If you want to work in class, you're welcome to. If you want to hit the road, I get it, especially for afternoon classes. But that's the assignment for next week. It's not, you should probably refresh Blackboard because unfortunately Learning Plan 1 as filled was wrong. So I'm working on updating it. I'll get this last video posted to it and it should be current. Okay? All good? Okay, have fun, draw things.